Hi folks, sorry I didn't get around to making this video until now. I was going to rewatch episode 4 of The Masked Singer, but I didn't get around to doing that either. I did go vote yesterday, walked over to my local polling place and cast my votes. And of course I worked some and luckily haven't had any more car trouble, so that's a good thing. But so I wanted to go ahead and make my video about The Masked Singer season 4 episode 4, and then when I finish doing this one I'm gonna make one about episode 5 also. I wanted to rewatch episode 4 so that I could write down some notes. I don't know why I didn't really take any notes on Group B, aside from the fact that I was like, I watched the clues, I guess, and listened to their singing and was like, this is who I think it might possibly be. And then I guess I just kind of, the next time that it was on, I pretty much stuck with the people that I thought before. But, so, in Group B, on episode 2, Gremlin was the one that got revealed and turned out to be Mickey Rourke, who was so funny, and very entertaining. But so I need to get me a tripod for my phone. But anyway, so the ones that are left from Group B on the first of episode 4 were Crocodile, Baby Alien, Seahorse, Whatchamacallit, and Serpent. So on episode 4, I was watching stuff about the persona of Crocodile. Pardon me, I just ate some cookies and anyway, but so, yeah, the persona of Crocodile, along with the clues that they had, which, as I mentioned about episode 2, I'm pretty sure it was episode 4, where they said that something about a family reunion in Georgia, or I think they said in Georgia, or maybe it just showed the Georgia map, I can't remember for sure, which made me think maybe RuPaul, because of RuPaul's drag race, and he started doing drag in Atlanta, Georgia, and then later went up to New York City to do drag. But so that made me think maybe RuPaul for Crocodile. A lot of people think that he's a boy bander, and he could be. After watching Group C, there's someone else I think possibly is RuPaul, so I don't think that Crocodile is RuPaul. But I had forgotten that on the first, on like season 2, on episode 2 of season 4, even some of the judges were thinking that maybe Crocodile was Donnie Wahlberg. So I want to rewatch. Like, I need to go back and rewatch this entire season and take some better notes about the clues and stuff. But I want to go back and look at the clues, especially for Group B, so I can see if I think that possibly maybe Crocodile is actually Donnie Wahlberg. And I noticed whenever I watched Joey's videos, he's talking about like Nick Carter. Be kind of hard for Nick Cannon to be on there, but it might happen someday. But he was talking about how a lot of people think that Crocodile is Nick Carter, and he does the voice comparison stuff, which on a lot of his videos this season, he's doing really little short snippets of sound correct stuff and then saying, this is who this is. And I'm like, how do you get Trisha Yearwood and Garth Brooks from them singing 4 words from a song and comparing it to your sound correct stuff? Like, no, dude, don't, like, no. Which he's probably still getting them all right, and I really don't think it's fair that he uses that as a means for guessing, because it's not something everyone has access to, you know. But where was I going with this? Anyway, but it was because of the reason they're thinking it's Nick Carter is because of the story about the $100 bill. That even his dad didn't think that he could make it, and whenever he got his first paycheck from acting, or I don't think he even says from acting, he says, when I got my first paycheck, I took a $100 bill and gave it to my dad, and he cried crocodile tears. First of all, crocodile tears I mean, he's the crocodile, so he probably didn't mean it that way, but crocodile tears means that you're pretending like you're sad, but you're not really. So, that, you know, he probably just said that because he is crocodile. Probably didn't mean that. But, although that story was in Nick Carter's autobiography, apparently, and for that reason, I feel like if it was Nick Carter, he would not use that story because he would know it's in his autobiography, and the Masked Singer tries to go with clues that aren't that obvious. And we all know that they try to fake you out and make you think that they're people that they aren't also. And I'm willing to bet that there are probably hundreds of thousands of men out there whose fathers didn't think that they could do what they're doing, be it a sport, be it singing, be it acting, you know, being an engineer, a scientist, whatever. And some of those guys, besides Nick Carter, most likely went to their fathers when they got their first paycheck and gave them a $100 bill and were like, see, I'm making it, you know. So I don't feel like it is Nick Carter, but I could be wrong. And I had originally thought that Crocodile was possibly J.C. Chazes from NSYNC because of the way he carries himself, the way he walks, as well as his voice and stuff. So, but right now for Crocodile, I am going to change that, and I'm going to say that I think possibly he is Donnie Wahlberg. And like I said, I'm going to go back and watch the episodes, especially episode 2 and episode 4, and look at the clues and see if I think there's stuff on there that directly pertains to Donnie Wahlberg himself. Because like we know on, I believe it was last season, it was Turtle, who turned out to be Hunter Hayes, I'm pretty sure, had stuff on there that, like, there were 2 different songs that were New Kids on the Block songs. There was something that had the initials for New Kids on the Block on it, but the person turned out to not be anyone from New Kids on the Block. So that's the sort of stuff I'm talking about that they do, that they are trying to lead you in a certain direction, but that's not who it is at all. So, you know, if you watch the show, you know that they do that. And you probably watch the show or you wouldn't be watching this video. So the next one I want to talk about, and I don't remember what order they performed on episode 4, because at the time, my dog Damon, who has had intervertebral disc disease and for a while was unable to walk, wag his tail, bark, anything like that, he was having a kind of rough day the day that I watched episode 4, so he laid on my lap the majority of the time that I watched it, and I just made notes that I thought were really, really, really important, okay? So, Baby Alien, sang good. Like, I was surprised both times that he performed how well he sang, and he, like I said last time, he worked the puppet. He did a very good job working the puppet, and was just a really good performer. And I was like, I'm starting to feel like this person is somebody who really sings, probably maybe like a Broadway, someone who has done Broadway and stuff like that. And I don't remember what it was. I was still leaning toward Jeff Dunham, and there was one of the judges that said Jeff Dunham. I was still leaning toward him, but there was something in the clues that I can't remember what was right now. Might have been a football or something along that line. But there was something that made me think maybe Tom Hanks, because Tom Hanks has done Broadway and stuff like that. And then he was in the movie, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to think of the name of it. You know, the movie with Wilson, which is my brain was thinking soccer ball, but I think he's actually a volleyball. So forget that one. But I was thinking soccer ball, football. But anyway, some of the stuff about the way that he moved and stuff made me think that perhaps he was Tom Hanks. And the next one on my list is Seahorse. For some strange reason, I'm feeling like I didn't even talk about Seahorse last time. I don't remember if I did or not. Yes, I did. But Seahorse is a really, really, really good singer. And I don't quite recall what it was. There was something in the clues on episode 4, perhaps, that had to do with Britain, or no. Oh my God, there's a really, really big, huge Adele song that my niece danced to numerous times when she was doing dance classes. She now instructs dance, but I can't think of the name of the song right now. But anyway, there was something in the clues that made me think, anyway, of this big, huge Adele song. And so I had been going with Lady Gaga for Seahorse. And then I was like, wait, no, I think maybe Adele. And again, I need to rewatch episode 4 because I need to like pay attention to Seahorse's body style. Is her body style more Adele's body style or more Lady Gaga's body style? They're both fairly tall, if I remember right. Lady Gaga's really skinny and has real thin legs, and Adele is thicker than Lady Gaga, and larger chested as well, though sometimes it's hard to tell on there about that. And like I want to say chest compression, you know, like just sports bras and stuff can make that look a whole lot different. So that might not mean anything when I do review it and look at it and try to figure it out. So but yeah, right now for Seahorse, I'm going with Adele. And Seahorse is a very good singer, very strong singer. So is Crocodile, which I just, when I saw Crocodile's suit, I was like, or outfit, I was like, oh my gosh, Crocodile is going to be really good. And partly because, you know, like a hot pinkish purplish looking Crocodile, partly for that reason off the bat was like, maybe that's RuPaul. But now that I think about it, JC Chavez has been known to wear purplish, pinkish, kind of mauve colored suits. So, but stuff that has to do with the outfit a lot of times does not mean anything at all. And so next is whatchamacallit. I was going to say, I don't think I wrote down who went home on episode 4, but yes, I did. So next is whatchamacallit, who I was thinking Cam Newton for because of the Panther and the thing about Shy. And they showed stuff, they showed other stuff on this, on episode 4, that made me think that it's probably a Carolina Panther player. So I was thinking maybe Teddy Bridgewater, who took over for Cam Newton when Cam Newton left the Panthers. And then he says his mom was there for him. He had a opportunity to do something that was going to change his life, like taking a big leap in his life. And his mom was sick at the time. So he contemplated, like, basically he made the decision not to go ahead and do that thing, but his mom told him to, that it would be okay, that it was what was best for him. So he went ahead and did it based on that, pretty much. And still the fact that the Carolina Panthers thing is there, or there was the Panther, which makes me think of the Carolina Panthers because I'm a huge Panthers fan. Took me back to Cam Newton, because Cam Newton is now the quarterback for the New England Patriots. And I do know that they had made him an offer. He told them that he would most likely accept it, and then he considered withdrawing his acceptance of the offer, and then later went ahead and accepted the offer. So, because of my knowledge of that, I am still thinking whatchamacallit is Cam Newton. He's not the best singer. He seems to be, like, he has a lot of athletes that go on there have the entertainment thing. Like, they're like Ted Gronkowski, work up the crowd, get them on going, you know. And so they have that going for them, whereas they may not be that good of a singer. And I need to write down the songs that they perform whenever I take my notes also. And the last person that performed was Serpent, who I had originally thought was probably P. Diddy, which I think I based a lot on the ascertain on the mere fact that there was something in the clue about Puff, but no, that was actually one of the females that had something in her clues about Puff. But I was thinking that Serpent was probably P. Diddy because of some of the stuff that was in the clues, which I need to write down. Rewatching right now. But I was, you know, the singing, I'm like, the singing sounds familiar. The way he acts when he's singing seems familiar. And so I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's probably P. Diddy. Well, when he did his second performance, I agreed with some of the judges. Some of the clues seemed to me like they went more toward Taye Diggs. The way that he sang on that episode, as well as the way that he moved about the stage, made me think more of Taye Diggs than it did of P. Diddy. So I'm going with Taye Diggs for Serpent now. And so the person who was revealed on episode 4 turned out to be Baby Alien, which disappointed me. I felt like Serpent and whatchamacallit were probably the two that performed worse. But, you know, they do their votes about which one they like the best, and then whoever gets the least amount of votes for being liked the best is the one that gets eliminated. So that's the way they do that. Except, of course, on the episode where Mickey Rourke revealed himself, which was very entertaining. But, so Baby Alien got revealed, was not Jeff Dunham, was not Tom Hanks. That's what I say. Yeah, it was not Tom Hanks. Turned out to be Mark Sanchez, who used to be the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. He sang, in my opinion, on both episodes he was on, he sang pretty darned well. And he did the puppet, like, I mean, which I think he said that that's a hobby that he has been doing for a while. And he said something about that whenever he's in the car with his kids, he uses puppets to entertain them, or something along that line, if I remember right. So, yeah, Mark Sanchez, former quarterback for Seattle Seahawks, was on The Masked Singer as the Baby Alien. And I thought Baby Alien would be one of the top 5 that there would be. See if I can find my little list where I wrote that real quick. I remember Crocodile, Baby Alien, Jellyfish. I don't remember if I had Sun on there. Oh, here's my list. Me and my list. I need a real good list of clues is what I need. Now, my son is donating plasma, and he might be out of here fairly quick today, because the other day it took him about 2 hours and 15 to 20 minutes. But there were a whole lot of people because there had been a power outage at the plasma center, which they got fixed on Friday from what they told him. We came over here Friday around 10:30 a.m. I think it was, and the power was out, and we hadn't even considered that it might have been. But so a lot of people that normally donated Fridays, well, Tuesday through Friday, probably donated on Saturday, and then ended up coming back on Monday, because you have to wait at least 2 days to come back and donate. But anyway, the ones that I thought were going to be the top 5, just based on their costumes alone, mind you, not anything else. They hadn't even performed at this point. This was from the sneak peek, was when I did this. From their costumes alone, the ones that I thought would be the top 5 were Popcorn, Jellyfish, Crocodile, Mushroom, and Baby Alien. And so Baby Alien has gone home now. The rest of them are still there. And they're all strong, solid performers. So, I mean, that's gonna, if I remember right, they take them down to the final 3 before they reveal who the winner is. And I'm gonna be sad to see which one of, I mean, it might not even come down to these 4 being in the top, like, 5 or 6. Who knows? Like, let me think here for a second. I don't have Sun on there, and Sun is a really good performer. Popcorn and Sun are in the same group. Let's see, the group I just got through doing. See, I don't have Seahorse on there either, and Seahorse is a really, really good performer. So, in the group in group B, the only one that I had that I guessed would probably be in the top is Crocodile. And, well, was Crocodile and Baby Alien. I take that back. Was Crocodile and Baby Alien has already gone home. So Crocodile is left in that group. And in group A, the only one of my top 5 that is in that group is Popcorn. So Mushroom and Jellyfish are both in group C, and they were both pretty good performers. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. You know, kind of like the elections here in the United States for president. We just have to wait and see what happens with it. They're still counting votes for that. So, but I'm going to go ahead and go. Leave a comment if you want to. I might have messed something up. One of my last videos that I did, somebody corrected me and let me know that Dragon was not Master P. Dragon was Buster Rhymes. And I was like, oh yeah, I was looking at my notes and it said Master P, so I was thinking that's who it was, but Master P was who I was thinking Dragon was. Dragon was actually Buster Rhymes. So if I messed anything up, feel free to leave a comment. If I didn't mess anything up, feel free to leave a comment. Subscribe if you'd like my video if you'd like. I got a thumbs down on one of my videos, so, you know, might have been one where I was trying to encourage people to vote, and I was kind of trying to support our current president, and I know a lot of people don't think that he has done a good job. Where I stand with that right now is that, yeah, he didn't handle the pandemic the best way that he could have, but like there are people out there who are mad because because the CDC and their local governments are trying to make them wear masks, and that's socialism, and you shouldn't be doing that. There are people out there who are mad because Trump tried to encourage his supporters to not wear masks. You cannot force people to wear masks, and you cannot force people to quarantine. And that's really sad because, like, with this pandemic, possibly what we really need is for people to wear masks and to quarantine, especially when they're sick. So, sorry, I didn't mean to bring politics into my video. Not a politician whatsoever. It's just I am not sure that anyone new coming in would be able to handle the pandemic any better, you know. Though I was thinking about it, I'm going to get off on political spiel here, but I was thinking about it in the last presidential debate that I saw. Biden was talking about how he did help deal with the Ebola thing and SARS. So I guess he does have some experience in dealing with stuff like that. So, you know, we just have to wait and see what happens now, though, because the votes have all been cast, as I said. So all we can do is wait and see who ends up being president, and have to support them and try and be the happiest we can be about the fact that they're president. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and I will do my video on season 4 episode 5 here in a minute. I have better notes on that one, promise. And everyone have a good whatever time of day or night it is in your part of the world. Stay safe. Make sure you let the people you love know that you love and care about them. Everyone take care of each other, because that's what the world really needs right now. Compassion, love, understanding. Stay safe out there.